the UFC returned to Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, for a thrilling night of action at UFC Rio. In the main event, Charles Oliveira solidified his status as one of the greatest lightweights of all time with a second-round submission victory over Mateusz Gamrot. Elsewhere on the card, we saw the retirement of a true MMA legend, some potential title fight news, and a host of other exciting finishes that had the MMA community buzzing.
Fala aí, pessoal, pô, show de bola, pô, várias lutas aí, top demais, tô aqui no UFC Rio, pô, prestigiando esse belíssimo evento, chama!
In another interesting bit of news, UFC flyweight Michael Oswell may have let slip the details of the next 125-pound title fight. During his post-fight interview, Oswell revealed that his best friend, Joshua Van, is set to challenge champion Alexander Pantoja at UFC 323 in December.
One thing I'd love to fight, I just saw it got announced, Las Vegas, December 6th. My best friend Joshua Van is fighting. I would love to be on his card, man. He's fighting Pantoja for the championship. If we can get on that card, man, I'd love it, man. I'm healthy, I'm ready. Let's go, baby. 4 Hours Fight Club in this thing. Houston, Texas, stand up. Let's go!
If true, this would be a massive fight for the flyweight division. Pantoja is the reigning champion, having won the title with a victory over Kai Kara-France last year. Van, meanwhile, is one of the top contenders in the weight class and has been knocking on the door of a title shot for some time.
Man, it was such an amazing feeling, and it was tough. Honestly, this camp was tough. One, because I had to leave my newborn baby back home. That was one of the hardest things that I've had to do. And obviously fly halfway across the world to enemy territory, fighting a Brazilian, so underdog, back up against the wall. So yeah, the cards weren't stacked on my side, so to come out and get a first round submission finish, amazing. Amazing, yeah. Of course, a lot of pressure, but that's what we do. That's what makes us fighters, that's what makes us warriors. And this is a dedication to anyone out there to always believe in your dreams. No matter how hard things get, you can always achieve it. I knew I just had to be patient, and I knew I could finish him at any time. In my head, I was like, I'm just gonna find my range and slowly start chipping away at him. But when he threw that push kick and I caught it, and I was like, all right, let's just go with this. And boom, there I am in a submission attack myself when I was taking him down. So we did kind of prepare a tiny bit for it, but we were aware that leg entanglements could possibly be a scenario. Didn't realize that it was going to be that early and that intense. But and a few times it was very tight, and I just kept repeating to myself, like, you're not going to get it, you're not going to get it, you're not having it. And I got to watch back the fight. I don't know how I got onto his back. Yeah, I think I just escaped the leg, and I had turtle, then I just attacked the back. He thought he could stand up, body triangle, and then I knew he had a long neck, and I was like, where's your neck? Couldn't find his neck, and I kept working for it, and I just had one thought in my head, and that was, if it's not the first attempt, second attempt, third attempt, eventually I'm going to get this. And that's all that I had in my mind, and I enjoyed it.
Kicking off the main card, Con Offley pulled off a stunning upset, submitting the highly touted Ricardo Ramos in the first round. Offley caught Ramos with a standing rear naked choke to pick up the victory in enemy territory. The win was a massive statement for Offley, who entered the fight as a significant underdog against the Brazilian Ramos. Undefeated heavyweight prospect Mario Pinto continued his rise with a second-round TKO victory over Jonathan Diniz. Pinto, who now boasts an impressive 11-0 professional record, showcased his well-rounded skill set in the fight. After initially looking to stand and trade with Diniz, Pinto eventually took the fight to the ground and finished the job with some heavy ground and pound.
It was really good. I'm proud. I had my team to support me. I came to allegedly enemy territory. I don't know why. I got much love for Brazil. We're pretty much the same, but I got the W and I'm all good. I'm happy. Literally the whole training camp, we were just like, we're gonna go in there, we're gonna slang and bang. I stand in front of him, throw missiles. That's what I do. And then once he tried to throw, I jabbed him, I snapped his head back. He steps in and I tripped. I tripped and fell on his leg. And then he fell over. And then like, when I was trying to get off him, he was just holding me. They were telling me like, stop doing all this grappling, like do what you do, like go in there and take his head off. And I tried again and then I fell over. Got him down, he fell over. And I was just like, oh, let me just, I don't know, I watched tutorials before I got here. I was just hitting someone in the head and then the ref stopped it. I think for me, it's just about cage time. Cage time is gold for me, it's the best thing. I just need experience. I've only had 11 fights, pro fights. And I know once you go to that top part of the division, it's just sharks. You have to be ready for anything. My last fight, I wasn't happy with the performance, even though I got the win in a certain way, but I'm a lot better fighter than that, and I think I proved that.
In a welterweight bout, Joel Alvarez made a successful debut in the 170-pound division, defeating the veteran Vicente Luque via unanimous decision. The fight was not without controversy, however, as many believed the referee should have stopped the contest in the first round after Alvarez landed a barrage of unanswered strikes.
Yeah, no, feeling good. Really happy with the weight division, and yeah, I was called in to be a substitute for this fight, so it's kind of short notice. I'll be happy to do that again. But yeah, it felt really good at the new lightweight division, the weight. Now going back to lightweight would be a for me. You know, this is where I'm much more comfortable. I think I'm maybe a bit on the smaller side as a welterweight, but I feel much more comfortable and at ease at this division. Yeah, it was kind of short notice, only 3 weeks, but I had a really good camp, and we knew how dangerous he was, but the strategy was to work on striking. You know, we put on a masterclass on boxing, movement, try to avoid him from takedowns and, you know, keep distance from the legs, taking me down, and just to try to focus the fight on striking, on boxing, and that's what we did. Yeah, well, the challenge now would be to take whatever the company decides. You know, Vicente Luque is a really good guy. He's well established on the division, but I'm ready to fight anyone the company decides me to.
Former UFC champion Anthony Pettis was among those who felt Alvarez was robbed of a first-round finish. Despite the questionable officiating, Alvarez was able to regroup and dominate the remainder of the fight. Former champion Deiveson Figueiredo defeated Montel Jackson via split decision. The fight was a back-and-forth affair, with both men having their moments. Figueiredo, who was looking to bounce back from a recent loss, was able to do just enough to edge out the victory on the scorecards.
This is what it's about. You know, we pour our blood in here for your entertainment. This is our lives in here. And, you know, there are a lot of people online wishing me harm and wishing that I wouldn't win this fight. And all I can say is be with God, be good.
Reactions to the fight were mixed, with some feeling the decision could have gone the other way. Terrence McKenna thought the fight was tied going into the final round, while MMA Roasted described it as the best sparring match they'd seen in years. Regardless of the close nature of the fight, the victory was an important one for Figueiredo. He's still one of the top flyweights in the world, and this win will help him work his way back towards a potential title shot. In the main event of the evening, Charles Oliveira cemented his status as one of the greatest lightweights of all time with a second-round submission victory.
Família, é o Bravo. Isso aqui é para todos nós, primeiramente Deus sempre no controle de tudo. Fizemos acontecer mais uma finalização e vamos embora, é o Brasil, é com vocês.
Vamos fazer acontecer essa. Hey Hunter, Charles Oliveira and Max Holloway, BMF. Let's make that happen.
Over Mateusz Gamrot. Oliveira, who holds the UFC records for most finishes, 21, and most submission wins, 17, once again showcased his world-class grappling skills, locking up a rear-naked choke to finish the tough Polish fighter. After the fight, Oliveira immediately called for a rematch with former featherweight champion Max Holloway, setting up a potential BMF title fight between the two fan favorites. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please give a like and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with the latest MMA news.